So, it begins before sunrise, long before the public appearances, before the cameras, before the MAGA hat, before the carefully choreographed gust of wind can try to expose it. At exactly 5:55 a.m., the texts go out. Encrypted, untraceable. 3 words. It's a wash day. Inside Mar-a-Lago, the protocol is activated. Staff assigned to the Hair Force receive their roles. Aides begin rearranging the room known as the Situation Comb. It looks like a cross between a high-end salon and a military command center. Everything is staged precisely. Lighting calibrated. Blowers tested. Towels monogrammed with a single gold T. And then, from a side hallway, a figure appears. Robe flowing. Hair already holding more secrets than some classified documents. Donald Trump. Code name, Commander-in-Comb. He nods. The ritual begins. Shower temperature is calibrated to precisely 103.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Trump calls it the follicle activation threshold. The shampoo is custom formulated. Trump brand. Of course, it's called Follicle Fortitude. Ingredients include collagen, patriotism, and what he claims is a little DNA from Elvis. No one knows what that means. He lathers slowly, intentionally, as if negotiating with each strand. The water pressure, he says, is never high enough. He blames low-flow regulations. Biden. The EPA, Greta Thunberg. Once, he threatened to declare national shampoo independence and invade California. He still might. After 11 minutes and 45 seconds, the rinse begins. The rinse lasts 4 minutes. Not a second more, not a second less. There is a timer on the wall. No one dares interrupt it. Next comes the drying phase. Code name, blow dry. 1. 3 commercial-grade blow dryers are positioned in a triangle formation. Trump stands at the center, arms slightly out. A staffer rotates him every 7 minutes for even puff distribution. They wear goggles. He does not. One of the dryers, a custom prototype, is labeled Tornado Mode. It was banned in 12 states after a testing mishap involving a toupee and an unfortunate Pomeranian. Trump insisted on keeping it. He says it gives him the volume of victory. After 44 minutes, the drying ends. There is a moment of silence. The air in the room is still. No one speaks. Then, with a slow turn, he faces the mirrors. Phase 3 begins. The styling protocol. Trump sits in a leather chair that once belonged to Liberace, or so he claims. Laid out before him is the golden spiral. A 19-page classified document outlining the exact combing sequence. Clockwise, then counterclockwise, then the Z pattern. He insists it's based on a forgotten NASA algorithm. Each stroke is intentional. Each pause is a power move. At one point, he stops to mutter. Nobody understands follicle physics like I do, not even Einstein. Nobody corrects him. The comb is gold-plated, not solid gold. He says that would be impractical. But the handle? The handle is from the same mold used for the Olympic torch. A gift from someone. He won't say who. He just winks. The final product is shaped not just with combs, but with willpower. He claims he can intimidate hair into compliance. And somehow, it listens. By 8:47 a.m., the hair is complete. It stands as it always does, an architectural mystery, a follicular fortress, part illusion, part monument. But the work isn't over. Now comes the preservation phase. A series of gentle head movements is rehearsed. No sudden turns, no slouching. He calls it defensive posturing. He claims JFK used it during press conferences. This is not verified. Aides test the airflow in the hallway. If the gusts are above 3 miles per hour, backup routes are activated. He refuses to be seen in what he calls unsecured breezes. Once, during a high-wind emergency, a staffer shielded him using a velvet curtain and their own body weight. Trump gave them a medal. It was actually a Mar-a-Lago dinner mint in a gold wrapper, but the sentiment was clear. The day proceeds. Press briefings, golf swings, cabinet meetings. But the hair remains untouched. It is not to be mentioned. Not unless he brings it up first. And when he does, it's always the same. I have the best hair, the strongest hair. People are jealous of it. Even world leaders ask me what I do. He claims Putin once tried to copy it. Macron, too. He says Kim Jong-un asked for a sample. Backstage at a rally, a child once reached out to touch it. The child was gently redirected. Trump later said, "He was lucky. You don't just touch greatness." The bedtime routine is its own operation. The style must be preserved overnight. So he sleeps with a custom silk dome, lined with eagle feathers, made in America, allegedly. He calls it Air Force None. He says it allows him to dream like a man with a secure scalp. Before he closes his eyes, he walks past the mirror one last time. He checks it from the left, then the right. He tilts his head. He hums a tune. It's unclear what the song is. Some say it's My Way. Others swear it's the theme from The Apprentice. But tonight, like every night, he smiles. Not because he's made peace. Not because the world is stable. Not because of the crowds or the polls. But because the hair remains. Defiant. Untamed. Perfect. At exactly 11:59 p.m., just before the calendar turns, a final order is given. Text the Hair Force. Tomorrow, we wash again. Because to Trump, the hair is not vanity. It's not habit. It's legacy. And if the republic falls, if the economy crashes, if the sun itself forgets to rise, he'll still be there, in a silk robe, holding a gold comb, ready to do it all over again. Not because it matters, but because he does. And in the end, it wasn't the blow dryers, the combs, or even the shampoo that kept Trump's hair standing tall. It was pure, unfiltered stubbornness. The one thing that's never left him, no matter how hard America tried to wash it away. This is the irony, and that's the irony. So, disclaimer. This video is a work of satire and fiction. It is intended for entertainment purposes only and should not be interpreted as fact, news, or a representation of real events. Any similarities to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental.